Hi, my name is Kyra Justice, and today I'm going to be talking to you about abortion. The title of my PowerPoint is called, Should Abortions Be Legal? How abortions are performed. From 10 weeks or less, there's an option to use the pill form, which is a pill that is like birth control. You take a few a day, or you take however many you need to in order to slowly kill a baby. A baby's pain receptors begin working at 4 weeks, and most children do not even, or most moms do not find out that they're pregnant until 4 weeks, or after 4 weeks. Therefore, you are slowly killing the baby. I mean, they will probably feel pain during that process too. But the pill form doesn't even compare to what I'm about to talk to you next. This is an image of what the D&E procedure after 10 weeks looks like. What they are doing in this image is they are clamping every limb and taking it out limb by limb. As you can see in this image, they're taking out its leg. Then they're taking out its arm, both arms and legs. This one they're trying to take out its body, and this one they're pinching its head to where its brain is coming out and taking it. And this is from a pro-choice website. Therefore, this is exactly what is happening. This is not like swayed to make you think that you need to be pro-life. This is just factual. This is science. This is what happens in a D&E procedure. This is after 10 weeks. You can do it before 10 weeks if you want to, but most do it after 10 weeks. And mothers don't even find out that they're pregnant until usually about 4 weeks. So this is very common. According to scientific definition of life, it begins at conception. So when a mother's egg meets the father's sperm, there's life. There's life that begins there. Once it has a heartbeat, there's no question. People can try to say it's a clump of cells. There's no question. I mean, scientifically it says a conception, so you would think that would be agreed. But at heartbeat, there is no argument there at all. You can't argue that. When someone is being checked for life on Earth, they check for a pulse immediately. If you go to the doctor, they check for a heartbeat and pulse. Yet, whenever a baby in the womb has a heartbeat, it's not counted as a human life. Being alive, that makes no sense. But anyway, a baby being ripped limb from limb, remember that, because we're going to talk about the pain next. But yes, this is how abortions are performed. Most people are not educated on that. Most people don't realize that it's painful for the baby, but it is. The child has a right to life. This next part that I'm going to read to you is straight from the Constitution. It's from Article 2, and it is talking about living people having a right to life, okay? This means that nobody, including the government, can try to end your life. Nobody. Nobody means your mom, your siblings, anybody. Nobody can end your life, including the government. It also means that the government should try to make appropriate measures to safeguard your life by making laws to protect you, and in some circumstances, by taking steps to protect you if your life is at risk. Article 2, right to life. What's odd to me about this is that abortion right now is legal. I know that it's under debate at the moment, but it is legal. Yet in the Constitution, it says nobody can try to end your life. And it also means that the government should try to take appropriate measures to safeguard your life by making laws to protect your life. So there's a living child inside of a mother, but they're making laws trying to get their life to end. That does not go by the Constitution. That is not constitutional, 100%. So that is another reason why abortion should not be legal. Unborn babies can feel pain. Most definitely feel pain. At 4 weeks, remember the image that we showed you at the beginning? I want you to realize that that is common. At 4 weeks, a baby's pain receptors begin to develop, and their nerves carry the message to the brain. Okay, so as early as 4 weeks, which is typically whenever a mother is starting to find out that they are pregnant, a baby can start to feel pain. At 6 weeks in the womb, the baby can feel touch. So if a mother was to touch her belly, the baby can feel that. Okay, it can feel touch. At 20 weeks at the latest, all psychological connections are in place to feel pain. At 20 weeks, this quote right here is from Dr. Paul Rinaldi. It says that a child can feel the same thing that their mother does. So all the pain receptors that we have, by 20 weeks or less, they have the same pain receptors. So they can feel everything that we feel. Yet up to in places like New York or other places like that, California, you can have an abortion almost right up until birth. Almost right up until. So if you are 30 weeks, 10 weeks after 20 weeks, or even still, say you're still in the second trimester, say that you're 27 weeks, you can still get removed limb by D&E. And you have all your pain receptors just like I do, just like you do, just like every other human. That's not right. You cannot convince me that's right. It really is mind-blowing whenever you think about that. And a lot of people don't realize that. But this quote from Dr. Rinaldi says, the fetal brain has the full complement of brain cells present in adulthood, ready and awaiting to receive pain signals from the body and their electrical activity. Their electrical activity can be recorded by standard electrophysiography. But what all that's saying is that they can feel the exact same things that we do, which is really shocking and disturbing, really, if you think that they could be removed limb by limb. There are many other ways to prevent. Say you are not ready for a child. Take the appropriate measures to make sure that you will not have a child. There are many free options, and much less than free, there's effective options. There are many, many, many things that you can do to make sure you are not having a child, to be safe and be prepared enough. If you do not want to have one that bad to where you would kill it, you can do things but prior to having sex to make sure that you are not going to get pregnant. 1, using condoms is very effective, okay? Like 99% effective. So, there's really no excuse there. But anyway, if you don't want to, birth control. There are places at the health department and other places like that will give you free birth control. Free. I mean, it doesn't cost anything. An IUD is an option. The pill is free if you go to certain places. It's very accessible and easy to find. There's an injection form, a patch, surgical sterilization. So if you are old and do not want to have a baby, go ahead and get sterilized. If you are not wanting to ever get pregnant again, you don't even have to be old. Just if you are not wanting to have kids, get sterilized if you want. An implant and a hormonal ring. There are many options to prevent having a baby if you do not want it. Points, phrases from the opposing argument. It is just a clump of cells. We've already proven that not to be true because we've talked about the pain receptors and the heartbeat and life at conception. After 10 weeks, there's no even argument for that. But anyway, it's 100% alive. No one has the right to tell another woman what to do with her body. We talked about that too. It is not just her body. In the Constitution, it says nobody can end a life. And after 10 weeks, there's no argument to say that a baby is alive or not in the womb. They're 100% alive. Nobody can end that life, not even the government, not the mother, because it is not just her body. There's another body living within her that she's trying to end the life of, and that is not okay by the Constitution. Rape and incest victims is something that is very talked about whenever you were talking about abortion. They try to say that rape and incest victims need to get an abortion or whatever. That is actually only 1% of abortions are done to rape and incest victims. Only 1%. So that in that case, you could very easily get a doctor's, it makes no sense. You can't use that as an argument because it's not even common. 99% are from choice and for personal reasons. So you can't use that as an argument. Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood is very effective, but like I talked about on the last slide, there are many other ways to have Planned Parenthood other than just killing the baby. It is safer than the alternatives if it wasn't legalized. Yes, it is safer, 100%. But you can use other ways to not get pregnant. You don't have to just end it. So, and here are my sources. I really hope that after this that you will consider hearing it out and hearing this side of the point of view, because these babies that are being killed yearly really deserve it.